Hey guys, I'm Laura Gruneisen. I'm here today to show you about one great way to save, and that's with a combined volume. A combined volume is a bunch of books that we've taken that are really popular, and we put them into one set together for you to enjoy with your family for one lower price. So I'm going to show you some examples here today. One of my favorites is the Big Book of Things to Spot. This is actually 4 of the 1001 Things to Spot books all in one beautiful paperback copy. It's $12.99. Normally each of these books would sell for $9.99 separately. This is a great deal. It's got 1001 animals to spot, things to spot on the farm, things to spot in the town, and things from long ago. Each of these are just beautifully illustrated pages. What I love about these is that they are great to take to bed for readers and non-readers alike. You can just look for the pictures and then try to spot it in the page. You can read them, you can look for the numbers. It's up to you how difficult or easy you want to make it. I love this book for long trips, and I also really love it for bedtime. So the next one I want to show you is our Big Book of Little Stories. We used to sell some of these stories separately, and now we've taken them and combined them in one beautiful combined volume of lovely stories, some shorter, some longer. It sells for $21.99, and I love that it's illustrated all very differently. The other thing I love is that when my kids get ready for bed really quickly, we have time to read a long story out of here. When they get ready for bed and it takes them a really long time, whoops, sorry, we only have time for one of the expanded nursery rhymes, not one of the classic books like Wind in the Willows that you'll find in here. We also have some wonderful stories like How the Dinosaur Lost His Roar that are Usborne created. All are differently illustrated, so you're definitely getting 15 separate stories in this one combined volume. It is a wonderful deal at $21.99. The next one I'm going to show you is the first book I ever bought with Usborne Books and More. It is the complete book of Farmyard Tales. There are 20 stories in here. This is something we like to call a dual reader. So each story has 3 different ways you can read it. You can read just the top line and get the whole story. You can read the bottom and get more detail. The top line reads at a 1st grade reading level. The bottom line reads at a 3rd grade reading level. So when I read to my son who is 3, we read just the top line and we move on because he doesn't want to sit for a really long story. He just wants to sit for 10 minutes or so. When my daughter and I, when we were teaching her how to read, she would read me the top and I would read her the bottom. The top line is mostly easy to sound out words and sight words. And then once she learned how to read, she would read the whole thing to herself. There's also a duck hiding on every single page, a little rubber ducky. That's Stephen Cartwright's signature duck that he puts on every single one of his illustrations. I love that additionally, you can read it with a CD. So you can actually just listen along. If you're on a long car trip, this is 90 minutes of quiet. It is a bang for your buck. You should definitely add this to your cart and definitely bring it home to your family. $24.99 for this lovely book. The next one I'm going to show you is Ted and Friends. So you can buy each of these 12 phonics readers. We sell them separately in here for $7 each. But by the time you've purchased 3, you've actually more than paid for this entire beautiful hardbound book called Ted and Friends. It's $19.99. Comes with the CD again. That's almost an hour of quiet time for you. These beautiful fold out pages, they each focus on a different word family. So each phonics book, like Ted in a Red Bed, focuses on the ed words. Fat Cat on a Mat focuses on the at words. I love that additionally in the back here, you can see that each of the stories has its own page that tells you all about all the words that you've been reading and all of the sight words. They call them irregular words in this book. So it also gives some helpful hints, like in Ted in a Red Bed, the CK sounds like the K sound. So if you're struggling to help your kid learn to read, this is the book for you to help them really understand phonics. The last one I'm going to show you is our activity packs. These aren't technically a combined volume, but in particular I think they are because they've got several of our books combined in one handy pack. I love that it comes with its own carry case. This one is only $14.99, the step-by-step drawing activity pack. This is for any artist. What I love about these is that actually they've got 3 books that are the step-by-step drawing books. step-by-step drawing people, step-by-step drawing animals, and step-by-step drawing, which has a little bit of everything: cars, trucks, clowns, everything you might imagine. So each of them it's almost the full book. It's slightly smaller format than our regular copy, which each sells for $9.99, and the whole set of these sells for $14.99. So you're already getting a great value, but additionally it comes with its own separate blank drawing book, so you can spend lots of time in the car, at the restaurant, and church, however you want to spend your time with these activity packs. This is a great way to pick up all 3 of the books and some extra paper for a low price of just $14.99. Hope you found some great combined volumes to add to your home library.